Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Education Insider Shorts. This is Jacob Hanson, your host, and I apologize for going dark on you here for a few weeks. Um, Many of you may know, but I herniated a couple of discs in my neck, and I will need surgery in January. So that has been the reason for my absence. I'm doing all right, so no worries. I guess just probably getting older. I, I wanted to connect today with y'all on a recent article I saw. There's been others like this, but I thought the title really caught me. There was an interview with a really great administrator titled "I'm Flabbergasted by Vendors That Don't Understand the Education Market," or something to that effect. The link will be in the show notes for this episode. The point of the whole article, or the point of this section of that article, was this administrator really talking about the fact that education is its own animal, it's its own niche. To a certain extent, every district, every state is the same as far as being its own little niche, and that companies that want to participate in that niche really need to do the work to understand where and how they fit in. I think about personally how I want vendors, individuals, whoever's reaching out to me to sell something to me, whether I guess I'm playing CEO at PRP or dad at home or whatever the case may be. I want to make sure that, first of all, they understand whether I need what they're selling or not. And they need to do a little work on that. And I know you can only do so much, but calling me is just a waste of time if I don't need it. And so the other thing is timing. We think about, if you're getting someone contacting you for lawn care services here in Minnesota in October, they're probably missing the boat. They should really be focused on fall cleanup and getting the leaves cleaned up and all that good stuff to get you ready for winter. And so they're missing an opportunity there, which is exactly what this administrator is talking about. But it also creates an atmosphere of distrust, an atmosphere of us against them, an atmosphere of the fact that we are sitting on opposite sides of the table, pushing paper back and forth, so to speak, to land on something that is good enough for both sides, versus us sitting down shoulder to shoulder, truly understanding baseline where these folks are at, and where and how my solution, my services can really help them. I've talked about this stuff a lot over years. I can't stand getting a call during dinner. I'm sitting there with my kids. That's one of the best times I have to learn about their day and how they're doing. Are they happy? What did they do at recess? All of that good stuff. And someone calls and I think, I need to take this. This might be an emergency. And it's Comcast trying to sell me some cable at 6 o'clock at night. I'm never going to take that call again. I'm going to block that number. I'm going to ask to be removed from their list, whatever I need to do, because they just interrupted dinner. And of course, it was my choice to take that call, but I took it. So in any case, it's the companies and even the individuals at those companies that will make space and make it a priority to truly understand where and how they can help their audience the best. And how they message, when they message, what they say, what questions they ask, all of that good stuff to ensure that we're in alignment with these administrators, educators, all of that good stuff. So I don't want to stay on my soapbox for too long. There's lots of different ways that you can really do this without having to, try to scale research on individual district level. And you can be more choosy on, which districts you might read their strategic plans and in its entirety, which you may skim and which you may need to do, a little bit of fishing with before you determine if that's the right way to go. There are lots of publications and associations out there. And so if you're targeting superintendents, think about AASA, their association, the state chapters, think about their publication, think about district administration, Education Week. There are lots of niche publications and associations that address rural superintendents. ALAS is another that reaches Latin American superintendents. We could run through this for curriculum directors. We have ASCD, their state chapters. To a certain extent, we even have ISTE and their state chapters, given their focus on instructional technology. And so looking into some of those different associations, some of these publications, and reading them and just subscribing, even just skimming the headlines of seeing what's happening. But then you're able to even use those state chapters to dig into, what standards have they adopted, all of that good stuff. There are also people out there you can pay to do this work for you. There are organizations that can provide these, there's list providers and all of that good stuff. But the bottom line is really those that are going to strive to do better in service of their audience and of their particular target buyers, those administrators that, are writing or thinking the things that are in that article from EdTech Digest, those are the ones that, that are going to win the day. If you can show them that I understand you, I care about you, your goals are my goals, and I'm here to help, pave a clear path. You may not have the best product, you may not be the oldest company or the most recognizable brand, but you're going to earn their trust, and you're going to earn the right to, have a seat at that table. So I am going to add a shameless plug in here. And so if you want to sign off now, you can. But PRP Group is in the process of fully launching our Anonymous Edvisors service. It is something that anonymously pairs active administrators that desperately want to help companies improve, do better with their messaging, their website, their products, their research and development, their pricing, whatever the case may be. They're available to be hired to become part of your team, to provide you advice or weigh in and give feedback on marketing campaigns and all of that kind of stuff. So we'll include a link to the show notes to that, or a link in the show notes to that. Check it out. Let us know what you think. And, the holidays is a really good time to book one of those sessions and see what it's all about. Last but not least, I did try a portable green screen for this, so I'm not sure how my editor, Chris, my producer, is going to do with this. So please bear with me if this looks a little goofy, and I might be back with a new green screen next week. Thanks so much. Have a great holiday. Be safe out there, and really enjoy the time you have with family. I appreciate all of you, and I look forward to talking to you next week.